I'm not bald. My hair is just taller. I'm just taller than my hair.
You're like a regular Jerry Lawler.
Yes, yes I am.
Welcome, I am the Duke.
And I'm BA.
And today we're going to talk about round 1 of the Tag Team Tournament.
The curtain is up. The gauntlet is thrown. Who will be
The ultimate
the tag team champion?
Let's find out. First of all, we're going to go with these round 1 matches. So just remember, this video was made before round 2 has even been uploaded. So keep that in mind as we go through these matches.
And hopefully this will be uploaded before, Yeah.
Yes. So, in the first match, we had 1.21 Boogie Watts, which is the team-up of the current Triple F champion, Dynamite Danny, who's
and a
facing
former number 1 contender, the Future.
These two together, I just knew would make a very deadly combination, and they had to go up against Rybaxel.
And they dominated.
They completely dominated the playing field.
And they were sponsored by Coke, because Coke sponsored them. And they just dominated Axelmania.
Axelmania? No, we're not going to talk about that.
We're not going to talk about that, but
1.21
let's just
Boogie
say
Watts
it's been 47 days. And move on.
Anyway, so 1.21 Boogie Watts won that match. I kind of saw that coming because,
Nobody saw that coming.
Oh, sure. Absolutely no one saw that coming whatsoever. Right.
I mean, and we were going to do a record show. Or a predictor show for this, but
time ran out.
And well, we got that one right, but
anyway.
The
next matchup was Paris Dahmer and Apocalyptic Paris Newman taking on the Dudley Boyz. And Dahmer and Newman did win that match. But I kind of did expect that as well.
I didn't. I actually went the other way with that one. And the predictor.
I do remember picking Dahmer and Newman to win this match because these two are very good competitors.
They are, but I just thought the brothers who actually, when the last seen on TV, they were beating the living hell out of each other from the last thing I remember. But whatever, they reunited and reformed Team 3D and lost.
Yep.
Compared Dahmer and
Paris Newman. So they will be taking on 1.21 Boogie Watts in round 2. So our next match consisted of Deadly Darkness, the team-up of Horatio and Cody the Kid Brown, taking on 2 members of The Shield, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns was somewhere else.
Who are both better than Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns was just not present. Roman Reigns was just not present at the match whatsoever. So, of course, we predicted that Deadly Darkness would take this match. However, we did not think that they would win the way they did.
Controversy say what?
They won via a disqualification because Seth Rollins, who was not the legal man in the ring, was in the ring for too long, and therefore
the ref just said, "You're gone. We'll see you later." And that's how the match ended, and it was kind of like, really?
Yes.
What just happened, guys? I mean,
when I was watching the match for the first time, I seriously didn't know what happened. But then I thought about it. I'm like, oh wait, Rollins was not the legal man in that match at the time.
I'm not sure if it was Horatio's smart thinking of
just a quick think, just kind of
pulling him in the ring and beating him in our corner.
Or if it was just a complete accident that just turned into a really good thing for Deadly Darkness. But nevertheless, it does count as a win for Deadly Darkness, and they will move on to round 2. And facing them will be the winner of the Goons versus the Usos.
The Goons versus the Usos?
Yes, the Goons are the team-up consisting of Tremor and Doug Glatt. Now, I was personally a little shocked by this match.
I was too, because
Tremor and Doug Glatt do not exactly have the best records out of everyone in the Triple F.
Doug Glatt is a really good competitor, but
yes.
I just see Tremor falling off the map very fast.
But surprisingly enough, and it was definitely a good surprise. Tremor and Doug Glatt did manage to pull through. Tremor got the pin on the Usos and won the match. So they will move on to face Deadly Darkness in round 2. Moving on, we have the Dark Passenger and the Real Deal versus the Brotherhood. You have something to say, Ace?
No. Nothing at all.
Speak to your heart's content, really.
This is the form of Cody Rhodes I like to see. They need to bring him back and stop this Stardust bullshit. Stardust bullshit is just getting old to me. And to speak on that note, they lost this match, but that was a better match, in my opinion, than what would have been a Stardust and Goldust match.
Yes. Now, the Dark Passenger and the Real Deal, I did see winning this match, especially because of the Dark Passenger's recent streak being so good.
Storylines. I don't know.
Anyway, so yes, the Dark Passenger and the Real Deal did defeat Goldust and Cody Rhodes in this match, so they will move on to round 2, and they will be facing the winner of the match that took place between the Ubiquitous Tornado and Vulcan versus the NWO. And this... NWO actually did take this match from the Ubiquitous Tornado and Vulcan, which was actually somewhat surprising to me, considering these two were very good competitors, and they both had pretty even records. I really thought that they would do at least better than they did in this match. Granted, it was a very good match, but in the end, it just was not enough to take down the NWO, who will now go on to face the Dark Passenger and the Real Deal. Any final thoughts on that match, Ace?
No. But, leading into the next 2 matches, I gotta say, the next 2 matches are strictly superstar-based matches, or WWE superstar-based matches.
So there are no Triple F superstars in the next 2 matches, so keep that in mind as we discuss.
And there's no storylines to develop here, they've already been developed.
Yes.
But, here we go.
The Wyatt family, of which was present, we had Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper there. Eric Rowan was not present. And they took on Evolution, and Evolution handed them a loss in this match. Surprisingly enough, honestly. Honestly, I was betting on the Wyatt family. But
I was too, but also the fact that the Wyatt family is broken up now probably had something to do with that.
That could also be the case. And Randy Orton is just Randy Orton. I suppose that's all that really needs to be said.
No, all that really needs to be said. Okay, out of nowhere.
So I guess that's really all we have to say about that match.
But of course, that didn't happen in this match, but it should have.
Yeah. Anyway, so the next match that we had was DGeneration X, consisting of Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus the Bladerunners, otherwise known as the Ultimate Warrior, and Sting. Now, I was a little bit shocked at this match as well. I personally thought that the Bladerunners would win this match, but once again, I was wrong. And DGeneration X took this match very handily.
DGeneration X!
So they will go on to face Evolution. So DGeneration versus Evolution. Who's going to win that match?
And I'll say it again. Triple H is not bald, he's just taller than his hair.
Sure.
Actually, no, he keeps his head shaved.
Yeah.
But, being serious, going in one jokes here and there doesn't hurt. But that was it for round 1, guys. Round 2, now, let's, just for the sake of doing it, we're gonna throw out our picks for round 2.
Alright, so the first match of round 2 will be 1.21 Boogie Watts, which again consists of Dynamite Danny and the Future, taking on Paris Dahmer and Apocalyptic Paris Newman. Personally, I think 1.21 Boogie Watts is also going to take this match as well, considering the fact that both of these competitors have been champion before, so...
I agree, but of course, anything can happen here.
Anything can happen, as has been proven in several of these matches, where there have been some upsets and some very surprising outcomes. So, it could...
DQ.
So, for all we know, Dahmer and Newman could take this match from the champion and ex-champion. But, for now, my pick is with 1.21 Boogie Watts.
And my pick is the same.
Moving on, the next match will be Deadly Darkness, which again consists of Horatio and Cody the Kid Brown, taking on the Goons, which consists of Tremor and Doug Glatt. So, I'll let you state your pick first, Ace. Who do you think will win this particular match?
Say that again?
This match is Deadly Darkness, which is Horatio and Cody the Kid Brown, taking on the Goons, which is Tremor and Doug Glatt.
I can't come off with it out of this one without sounding biased.
Oh.
But I have to lean toward Cody Kid Brown and Horatio and Deadly Darkness.
Deadly Darkness. I would personally say the same, because I honestly, while Tremor and Doug Glatt have proven themselves to be very, very good competitors, I will say that Cody recently has been pretty good and has shown a very, very strong competitive nature.
And ever since Horatio's been in the league, he's shown
a lot of potential.
Promise.
Horatio has a lot of potential.
But also, the main reason I picked Deadly Darkness in this match, other than the obvious, is Tremor. I don't see Tremor winning. With his record right now, I just can't see him winning matches. I mean, when he puts his record up some, he might be able to win a few and rise the ranks, but for
again,
now, I see him on his downside.
But again, like we have said before, anything can happen.
And of course, they won the last match to get here, so
they could be very troublesome for Deadly Darkness in the next match. So we will see what happens in that match when that finally airs.
Doug Glatt.
So then our next
partner,
match,
right? Doug Glatt was Tremor's partner, right?
Yes.
He may be the tide changer, though. I do gotta say that he may be the tide changer.
Yes, I do agree. Doug Glatt is a very good competitor here, and he very well could turn the tides for the Goons in that match.
The tides have turned.
But let's move on to the next match, which consists of the Dark Passenger and the Real Deal taking on the NWO, who beat the Ubiquitous Tornado and Vulcan. So, Ace, what is your pick for this match? I mean, this is a very close one for me, honestly.
I'll let you take your first pick of this one.
Very well. If I honestly had to pick, I would honestly say the Dark Passenger and the Real Deal. It will be a very close match. It will be a very good match, as far as I can tell. But with the Dark Passenger being on the rise lately, I do think that he will turn the tide of battle in their favor. But again, like we have both said before, anything can happen.
I am going to agree with you this time. Although I will say, like you said, anything can happen, and I'm not counting them out.
I'm not counting NWO out either, but if I had to pick between the two, I would say Passenger and Real Deal. Mostly because of Passenger, but don't count Real Deal out either. So, moving on to our next match, which will be, more than likely, I believe this will be the final match that only consists of WWE superstars only. Or that will be if Dark Passenger and Real Deal win their match against NWO.
Yeah. If the Dark Passenger and the Real Deal win their match,
then this will be the last WWE superstar only match. However, if the NWO win, we will get at least one more. So, in the next match, we will have Evolution taking on DGeneration X. This is also a bit of a tough match to call, personally, I do think.
Personally, it is not for me, and here's why. I got the DGeneration X, and the DGeneration X came before Evolution, and there's a reason. Members of DGeneration X, like Triple H, had actually, they're not on the team as a part of Tag Team, but they formed Evolution. He was a member of Evolution.
That is also very true. However, Randy Orton and Batista are the competitors for Evolution, so, and they are very good competitors, but honestly, if I had to choose right now, I would also say, DGeneration X, because I just think that they are the better team in this match. But I will say this will be a close match, and again, anything can happen. So,
anything and everything.
What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, or wherever YouTube decided to put them this time, just wherever.
Subscribe, go over to the other channel, subscribe there too. Follow there, follow here, follow Facebook, Twitter, Campbell.
And once again, check out the FFF website in the description below as well. Assuming the description is still below the video when you're watching this, as long as
this hasn't been taken down for copyright.
Yeah.
JK.
This won't be taken down for copyright. There's no reason.
It won't. We are really good friends with the guy who did this. Well, not really good friends, but we know him.
We know him.
We got the okay for it, so this won't be taken down anytime soon.
Yes. So, we will see you guys in the next video, when we recap these matches and predict our thoughts for the next match. All of you take care and have a good one.